Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that had some turnover or a coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. And it's Smith in at the point. Well, you figured the advertising offers would come rolling in for MP. He'll be the new face of Kia in their NBA campaign.
I'll tell you what, not a bad face to have in the world of endorsements. MP is getting better each day, and sponsors are taking notice.
Payne, no good. Smith against Brooks. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Towns. He's covered closely. The three, Smith. And another three from Minnesota.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morant finds Brooks. Launches a three. Sinks it from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's McDaniels. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And the three-pointer goes.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Brooks outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. For three, Smith sinks the tray. Smith's got 12.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again. And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Smith for three. And it's Bane with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The shot's good.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Back to Smith. Three-pointer. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
And here's Edwards outside, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Edwards. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
Smith finds McDaniels. Hits a three-pointer.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Brooks from outside. That shot off. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Here's Edwards. Drops one in from the wing. Edwards has got 5 points.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Now here's Brooks, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. On defense, the Timberwolves.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage and just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
The Timberwolves have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Smith passes to Edwards. Sends it home from three-point land. Give him 8 points now.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Now here's Morant. He played a great game against San Antonio. Pass to Brooks. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now here's Towns. Back to Smith. Outside Edwards. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way. This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Smith passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Smith outside. Edwards finds Smith. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Gobert passes to Smith. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Edwards has gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Brooks outside. Pass to Tillman. Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. The baseline Jay. That shot is off. McDaniels with some nice D.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Aldama's checked in for Tillman. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in.
He's already a skilled defender, but recently Jaren Jackson Jr. has stepped up his game. He causes nightmares for shooters now, and that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Back to Daniels. The 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
McDaniels gone 2 for 3 from the field. So, Smitty, what do you attribute Jackson Jr.'s defensive growth to?
You know, B.A., I think a lot of it is his focus. He's keeping his eye on the shooters, but it's also just confidence. He's more sure of himself than ever.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Both teams will make substitutions. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Pass to Conley. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Reed passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. Outside McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. McDaniels got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Timeout called. Memphis. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
The team they beat in round 1 of the playoffs last season. Now, those guys will be looking for some serious payback.
And so it's Memphis with it. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Grizzlies ball.
Timberwolves on D. Over to the wing.
And they've had a rough opening from the field.
Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Anderson for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Pass to Kennard. Clark left side. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. When a team is underperforming, coaches are often the first people called into question. Is that fair, Smitty?
In some cases it is fair, but I'll break it down like this, B.A. It always starts at the top. From coaching to your best players, they're always going to get the blame.
Here's Kennard. Here's the three. That shot missing. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Reed passes to Anderson. Back to Reed. Oh, they get a hand on it. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Smith. Conley with the ball. Defended by Jones. The shot by Conley. No good. Kennard on the wing. Shot is up. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Here's Jones. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Kennard outside. Pass to Jones. Reed against Clark. Here's Aldama. Off target from outside. And here's Minnesota now. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
Here's Clark. Outside Jones. Here's Aldama.
Nothing's come easy for them inside here in quarter 1.
And it's all from three-point range. McDaniels from long range. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
The Grizzlies shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. And the basket by Aldama.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
There's 1:34 left in the first. Smith outside. Back to Conley. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Assisted by
Yeah, they're getting pummeled on the offensive board so far.
Now Jones. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Nas Reed. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
That free throw no good. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Smith.
substitution on the
Here
floor.
for Memphis. Here's Morant, a steady offensive force, averaging around 32.5 a game. The 3 from Bain. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Smith in at the point guard position.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And he makes it.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And so it's Memphis with it. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Bain, no good.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship. Shut out in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Brooks. Here's Jackson. Banked it in off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, this is what a diverse skill set buys you. Jackson with so many options after corralling the miss.
McDaniels finds Smith. Outside Edwards. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And so it's Memphis with it. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And it's Brooks missing.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Yep, that one's good. McDaniels got 14 points for the game.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Back to Tillman. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Smith passes to Gobert, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert. At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And the Grizzlies shooting only 26% for this game. Not good. Here's Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Brooks has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
And with a drive like that, you have to ignore the scoreboard and just appreciate the energy he's still playing with.
Now here's McDaniels. Count it. 16 points for him. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Confident and relatively efficient from 3. Brooks gives you another person who can space the floor.
Smith passes to Gobert. Smith against Morant. Smith inside. It's good. Smith's got 19 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Brooks. Give him 8. Pass to Jackson. Now Bane. There's the triple. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Here's Gobert. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 6.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Smith passes to Towns. Here's Gobert. Smith outside. Right side Edwards. Fires for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Brooks, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Smith passes to Towns. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. 1:58 left in the second. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Here's Bane. Jackson, left side. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Tillman. Kennard comes in for Brooks. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. A nice shot by Smith.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Kennard. There's 1:26 left to play in the half. Edwards. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And so it's Memphis with it.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
Jones from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. Smith against Jones. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 23.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And here's Minnesota now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Smith. Aldama grabs the board.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Smith. Driving in, and he slams it in one-handed.
I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. And the Grizzlies shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Here's Jones. McDaniels with some nice D. Smith with it. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
And so it's Minnesota showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Tillman in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. They get it back. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
A nice shot by Smith.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And here's Morant. Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Down low. Here's Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Right there on that play, Jackson showed the nice touch and his ability to finish around the rim.
Outside McDaniels. Inside. Here's Smith. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Smith's gotten 4 this quarter.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Brooks has got 10.
A big-time ISO player in college. Brooks has shown the ability to play off the ball at this level.
Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 33.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Outside Bain. And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Smith against Morant. Puts it up from 12. Smith no good.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
The 3 from Bain. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They'll take on the Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse after this one. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. McDaniels, that's good.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Brooks outside, uncovered. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
And Memphis shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And the basket by Bain.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 38 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Shot from 12, and another basket for Minnesota.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Brooks outside. To the inside, Jackson. Soft touch off the glass. Jackson's got 8.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Smith no good. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. From deep, Morant. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 8th rebound here tonight. Conley finds Smith. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal
It's
foul.
on Desmond Bain.
Second team.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Anderson's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Anderson. Jackson can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Smith no good. And the Grizzlies shooting just about 33% since this second half started. On target from range.
Won this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Here's Smith. From down in the low post, it goes. Smith's got 44.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. 5 to shoot. From deep, Bain. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Out to the right wing. Here's Smith. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
From deep, Bain. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Anderson passes to Smith, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Towns, and Prince is subbed in for McDaniels. And Minnesota calls time here. You can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Both shots good from the strike.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Outside Jones. Here's Aldama. Anderson covers. Fader on the way. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in the game. Anderson finds Conley. Now here's Smith. Hits yet again. Wow.
The assist.
My goodness,
Mike Conley.
50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Well, the Grizzlies shooting a low 30% from the floor to the paint. Oh, Clark with the slam.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Smith no good. And the Grizzlies shooting 35% in the third quarter. Now here's Kennard. Reed brings the double. Clark left side. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. And Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Smith.
Lineup for the Timberwolves. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Substitution on the court. At the line for Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr. Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Jackson.
You really get excited about Jackson's potential. The size, the agility, and the skill level to make an impact at both ends.
Smith.
A nice shot by Smith.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Brooks outside. Misses. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one.
The end of the game.
Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you next time.